Happy Thursday and welcome to Volume 2 of Aspire for Awesome 30-Day Challenge. You know, last week, or I should say earlier this week, we went through and discussed the consciousness cleanse of eliminating the negative thought processes and a lot of the negative noise and energy that's surrounding you so that you can focus and so that you can overflow your consciousness with positivity, with things telling you that you can do anything that you put your mind to. And then we had you write down that 30-day goal. We're going to go a little deeper now. The 30-day goal was just the tipping point here. We're going to go much bigger than this. What I want to talk about is what I call the 4 foundations of commitment. The 4 foundations, which some of you already know because you've been following me for a little while. The 4 foundations are commitment to God, commitment to family, commitment to service, and commitment to self. So what you're going to do here is you're going to write down these 4 commitments. What do you commit to God or your spirituality, whatever you believe? My belief is in God, so that's what I say is the commitment to God. What are you going to commit to doing consistently for at least the next 30 days? I would suggest that you write it for a lifetime, but for now we can work for the next 30 days. What are you going to commit to doing that no matter what happens, you're going to get it done? Commitment to family. Now, many of you have family that is relying on you to do something. You know, when we talk about a why, we talk about something that drives you past your own selfish feelings, and not selfish in a negative way, but your own personal feelings, to move forward into what is driving you. Who is relying on you to make something happen? Who is relying on you to achieve that 30-day goal so that they may have some more money or they may have more freedom, whatever that may be? But that commitment to family, going a little deeper into that commitment to family, is focusing on forgiveness. Who do you need to forgive in your family, whether it be a family member or a friend? What kind of relationships do you need to mend? This is a 30-day challenge to begin that mending period, to begin allowing yourself the freedom. See, forgiveness is letting yourself out of a mental prison, because most times when you're angry at people, the person that you're angry at doesn't know it. It's in your mind. So we're going to let go of some of these mental issues. We're going to let go of what we can. Now, it's a 30-day challenge, so some of it is going to be a little tough to work on. But there's some relationships that I know that need mending. That in this 30-day challenge, you need to become a better person. This just isn't about your 30-day goal. That was just the beginning. The commitment to family is just a part of the person that you need to become. Commitment to service. Now, whatever business you're in, no matter what service industry, or if even you're in the service industry, you have to have a commitment to serving others. Life is about your God-given gifts and being able to share them with others to assist them in getting whatever they need from it. It's not just about you earning a bunch of money and living in a great house and putting your kids through private school. It's about what can you give to others? What can you do to enrich the life of others? How can you join in the prosperity of someone else? How can you assist them to get where they want to go? How can you give of yourself to assist someone else without worrying about what you're going to get in return? This isn't about a trade where you give something for compensation. No. This is about giving for the true honor of giving, which is what we were made for, which is what the true human spirit is about, but it's been lost through the decades. Finally, we go to commitment to self. What are you going to commit to yourself? How are you going to do? Are you going to be healthy? Are you going to eat better? Are you going to work out? Are you going to rest more? Are you going to read more? Are you going to learn more? What are the things that you are going to commit to doing for the next 30 days that's going to assist you not only on your 30-day goal, but becoming the person that you want to be? Because learning is important. Health is important. See, we're going to bring this whole thing around to where you're committed spiritually. You're committed to your family and your relationships. You're committed to others, service. You're committed to your body, to your mind, and to your health. See, when you commit to all these things all together, you become the best person that you can possibly be. Because what we're going to do is these commitments are going to force you to write down a plan of action. Because now we need a plan of action. What is it going to take for you to get to where you want to go? See, these commitments are going to align with your goals. These goals are going to align with what you want out of life. So we're digging a little deeper here. What do you want out of life? See, the 30-day goal is just a stepping stone. It's just the beginning. Remember, success is a progressive realization of a worthy ideal. Well, the 30-day challenge, the 30-day goal, is just a stepping stone to that worthy ideal. So let's figure out what you want out of life. This is going to be the hardest part, and we save it for the end of the week so that you have the weekend to really sit down and think about this. And I want you to go deep. I want you to write down what your perfect day looks like. Now, this isn't a perfect day about doing nothing in life. No. This is a perfect day about what would you be doing if the stars aligned exactly the way you wanted it to. What would you be doing with your day? This is career. This is how are you going to be making money? How are you going to be with your family? Are you going to be working out? How's your health? All of the things that we're talking about in your commitment, and then you're going to commit to doing it. That's how you write your commitments to God, to family, to service, to self. Is they are all based off of this perfect day, this perfect scenario of where your life should be, where you want it to be. And then we're now aspiring for awesome so you can get there. We're going to put a plan of action in here for the next 30 days, but it's important right now that you figure out what do you want out of life? Because life is going to give you what you ask. Ask it and you shall receive it. You must ask for it, but then the caveat to that is you must work for it. So now we're going to figure out, we're going to put it on paper so that you can ask for it. So then you can receive it. I want you to write down, what do you want out of life? I don't care if it's 1 page, 2 page, 1 paragraph, or 6 pages. It doesn't matter. Put it on paper. Be specific about what the perfect day looks like. What are you doing to earn money? What are you doing with your family? What are you doing to serve others? What are you doing to serve God? What are you doing to take care of your body and yourself? And this is how you write the commitment based on what you want. So you just commit to doing what you want, but knowing that it is so important in this 30-day challenge, because what I'm doing is I'm not just making you better for 30 days. I want to make you better for life. I want to make you the best person that you can come. You are going to be great because you're aspiring for awesome, and now you're going to be great today. So let's recap just one more time here. First and foremost, you're going to write down, what does your perfect day look like? Transition that to your 4 commitments. What are you going to commit to doing in your spiritual life for God? What are you going to commit to doing for your family, whether it's mending relationships or serving your family or just providing for your family? How are you going to do that? How are you going to serve others? You know, our compensation is directly related to how much we give. And sometimes we have to give more to receive more consistently. So what are you going to give? How are you going to give to people to add value and create value in their life? 4th, we're going to do, what are you going to do in your life? Are you going to diet? Are you going to exercise more? Are you going to stop drinking? Are you going to stop putting toxins in your body? What are you going to do to create the best you? And what are you going to commit to doing? And you want to write those commitments. I commit to God that I am going to go to church every Sunday. I'm going to read the Bible every day. I am going to walk in His light, and I am going to pray that He removes the sin from my body. What are you going to commit to family? I commit to hanging out with my child and making sure I spend 1 to 2 focused hours on him, spending 2 to 3 hours with my wife, making sure that I make her feel special every day, making sure that I do everything in my power to provide for my family so they don't need it. What am I going to do for service? I am going to give my service. I am going to coach people and teach them how to be successful in their life so they can become the person that they want to be. What am I going to do for self? I'm going to diet. I'm going to follow my plan. I'm going to go to the gym 4 days a week. I am not going to drink alcohol. I am not going to put drugs in my body. I'm going to sleep for 4 hours. These are commitments. That's what I want your commitment to look like. But focus on what you want and what you're looking for. And from there, we are going to build on this thing next week, baby. So I want you to get serious this weekend about these things. And when we get there, you are going to be surprised at what we do next week with it. So for now, aspire for awesome, but be great today.